In this week's video, we're going to be looking at a lens. And now I understand that the last few videos have been review videos, and that wasn't the intention of the channel in any way at all. But I do like my review videos. I like doing them and I like watching them as well, because it allows you to give an informed opinion, although it is someone else's opinion, but they all differ throughout YouTube and on the internet anyway. And you'll get the good points and the bad points. So I enjoy doing these. This week we are going to be looking at the Viltrox 75 f1.2 APS-C lens. Now this lens is the Pro series from Viltrox, and I've got to admit I like my Viltrox lenses. The 13, 35, the 85, which I really love, the 75mm. Now this lens itself is a lot heavier. Your next comparable lens and focal range would be the 85. Now this is a lot heavier than the 85mm, and again as an APS-C lens. So this one here is for the Nikon system, so this will fit on the Z50 and the other cameras in that system. I am sorry, I don't know the other cameras. APS-C for Nikon, I am really sorry. I used it on the Nikon Z7 II, and the images I got with this, this is a lot better, in my opinion. The 85 I love. I love the 85, I love the focal length and everything, and that is a full frame lens, so I'm getting 85mm out of that. But this being an APS-C gives me 112.5mm on the Nikon Z7 II. And because it gives me that, it works out. I thought that was a perfect focal range for portraits. This is brilliant. It really is good. I tried it in a few locations, and I've been very fortunate that just after receiving this, I was asked to do some behind the scenes shots in an upcoming film, The Song of the Selkie. And I went down and I did some behind the scenes shots, and that's mainly what you're going to see in this video, just behind the scenes shots. But I'm also going to dive in and show you some of close-ups of it, just to let you see the quality of the lens. The lens is solid. It's solid construction. It's solid metal. And if I can get it open, and if you can see that, if the camera will focus on that, it also has an APS-C for firmware updates on it. On the actual barrel of the lens, you can, as you'll hear now, the apertures are clickable, and there's a switch on the lens to make it smooth if you're filming with this lens, or if you just prefer smooth apertures with it. Or if you just prefer the smoothness of the aperture ring like that. On the other side of the barrel is an automatic and manual focus. Now I don't know if I can get that in. Automatic and manual focus buttons as well. And also, if you can see just where my thumb is, just there, there's a focus lock button as well. So this is the Pro series from Viltrox. And it's not the first one. I think it's the first one for Nikon, because this lens, it's only released on Monday, I think it was, Monday past. And this lens is already available for the Fuji system. It's now available for Sony and the Nikon system as well. It's a great lens. It's a brilliant lens to use. It really, really is. I enjoy using the Viltrox lenses. At f1.2, as expected, vignetting is present, and also there is a narrow field of focus at f1.2, great for some creative photography. At f2.8, as you can expect, the focal area opens up, and these images here are just to allow you to see how sharp the image is. Most of them have been shot at f2.8 up to 5.6, but it lets you see how sharp these images are. Now these are zoomed in at 100%, and even with this, the bokeh in this, the soft background and the foreground elements as well, allows you to see how the lens handles bokeh. The transition between the sharper and out of focus areas, and also if you look down here, I'll take it over to the edge here, you will notice that the edge sharpness the difference isn't even anything to write home about. It's a fantastic lens. The bokeh provides a gradual separation and it just makes the images pop. There is nothing, no elements, chromatic aberration that appear within any of the shots that I've had so far. Sharpness at focal point is really good, with just a soft buttery feel to the rest of the image, and you can see that here, that every hair is detailed in this image. For this image here, there is no editing except for the auto, and it's just to let you see the bokeh in the image and the gradual drop away of it. If you look here at the grass, nice softness here moving up into the actress's face, which is sharp. It gathers light brilliantly, and really impressed by the quality of this lens. Hopefully you get something from that video, and hopefully it allows you to see, just in this instance, I'll be using this lens a lot more often now, but it just lets you see in this instance how sharp it is. The bokeh is lovely, as hopefully you saw by the images. There's hardly any chromatic aberration, if any at all, even wide open f1.2. This lens retails around the $550 mark, and whereas the 85mm retails around the $350 mark now, is around that. And although that's $200 of a difference, you actually see the difference in the lenses and the quality of the lens and the quality of the build. That lens itself has, I think, 7 sealed areas, so it's weather sealed in 7 places, weather and dust sealed in 7 places, so it's a really, really safe lens to use in any weather conditions. So there you have it. That's my opinion of the lens. Check out other reviews all online and get an informed decision for yourself. If you're looking for a great value portrait lens with an aperture of f1.2, you definitely will not go wrong with this lens. You may think, why would I put an APS-C on a full frame camera when I can just purchase a full frame 105mm, 90mm, whatever. The reason for that is basically cost. You can get a stunning quality lens for half the cost of a native lens here. So it's entirely up to you. It just depends what your budget is, but you're going to get some really, really sharp, stunning images with this. Next week's video, we're back up in Glencoe on location, so hopefully you'll tune back in for that one. Thanks again for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.